by 1 inch, but Demetrius Johnson will have the 2-inch reach advantage. And now to get us started for this UFC Flyweight Championship fight, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Ron McCarthy, Marcos Rosales, and Sal Diamato. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Michael Beltran. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record, 12 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 124.5 pounds. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, presenting the 2008 Olympic gold medalist in freestyle wrestling and the #1 ranked flyweight contender in the world, the challenger, Henry, the messenger, Sehudо. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a pancration fighter, holding a professional record, 27 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Parkland, Washington, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson!
All right, gentlemen, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch goes now if you want. Come on out.
Yeah. Demetrius Johnson. We are all witness to his greatness. Will it continue tonight against the Olympic gold medalist, Henry Cejudo?
All right, gentlemen, first round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Hey, let's go.
And with that, the UFC Flyweight Championship is underway. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Cejudo is in blue, Johnson is in the black and gold, befitting a champion.
And Cejudo immediately takes that karate stance that he used against Wilson Hayes. A very unique stance for him. I mean, looked more like Lyoto Machida or, you know, a Shotokan stylist than it would a guy who's an Olympic gold medalist in wrestling. But he used it very effectively against Wilson Hayes. And almost totally, his ankle just rolled. What happened there? Oh, he's got a problem.
Cejudo switching up the footwork.
He's got a problem with his left foot. That is crazy.
So that left foot, Cejudo having a hard time putting any pressure on it, now going southpaw.
He's got to. The left foot, he can't put any pressure on it. It's rolling every time he tries to step that way. Every time he tries to step, he rolls on it.
That is crazy. I mean, that happened just from a weird movement.
Seems to be moving a little bit better on that foot now.
I don't know, it's shaking. When you look at him putting pressure on it, it's shaking. Also, the back of his left knee is very red. Now, I don't know if those two are related. I don't know if this is a previous injury.
Well, Cejudo said composure was the key tonight. Some early adversity for the challenger.
I mean, it is amazing that that happened so quickly.
Well, it looks better now.
But even the back of the right leg, look, every time DJ kicks him, it's like bruising up really bad.
One other thing to take into consideration is Henry Cejudo cuts a lot of weight.
Yes.
And he had a real problem making 125 earlier in his career, to the point where the UFC forced him to fight at 135 and then come down.
He leaned on the UFC Performance Institute extensively during this training camp. 2 separate 1-week visits, remote consultations when he wasn't in Vegas.
He seems to be okay now. Seems to be moving okay.
That was insane.
Head kick for DJ. Cejudo seemed to eat it without much issue. Cejudo coming in a little bit heavier than he did, too. Not in terms of the on-scale weight, but felt like he was too light in the midsection going into that first meeting.
And that's why he thought those knees hurt him so badly early in the first fight. He said the one thing that surprised him about DJ was he's small. So he said when he was looking across at him, it was insane how fast DJ was moving because he seemed tiny and quick.
DJ's taking some chances. I mean, he's closing the distance and swinging.
Johnson has never been finished in 30 pro fights coming in.
Everything's so fluid with Demetrius Johnson. The stance switches from the technique from the left side, technique from the right side. There's no wasted action. Everything's so tight. He seems so fresh. For a guy that defended the title 11 times, he doesn't seem as if he's ever been in a war or ever truly challenged and made to do things that he doesn't want to do in the octagon.
And as we said as he was walking in, he's 31 years old. He's still in his prime.
Right. Master at managing distance. No tell on most of his offensive advances.
Good kick to the body there by the champ.
He did a lot of damage to Sehuddo's body in the first fight. So it'd be smart. I mean, and you know that's Demetrius and Coach Hume are smart guys. They will attack the body of Sehuddo knowing that they can hurt him.
This fight has already lasted longer than that first meeting back in April of 2016.
His ability to change distances is so interesting because he does it more fluidly than I think anybody else I've ever seen fight.
If Sehuddo tries to go back to fighting from a conventional position, DJ attacks his ankle, so he's almost forced to fight southpaw.
This may very well be a survival round for Henry. So he can go back and assess and talk to his corner and figure out what happened with his ankle. But he's not really pushing too hard. Oh, the head kick again. Oh, takedown. Oh, Henry Sehuddo landed a good left hand there. A very good left hand.
But if you're Demetrius Johnson, you're confident, okay, I felt a good shot from him. A bigger guy, you know DJ can take it. But good action by Henry Sehuddo. Forcing a wrestling action, and out of that wrestling action, landed some big strikes.
We did see a similar injury. I hate to go too far with it as Johnson lands in a different promotion and the nerves are compromised in the foot, and you can get that feeling back. So
yes, that was Michael Chandler, and Michael, unfortunately, they stopped that fight. He wasn't able to continue, but it seemed different in that fight, and he seems fine now. This is weird.
Tonight's Corner Cam is brought to you by Body Armor. Make the switch to Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC. Try their new UFC flavor Octagon Orange, exclusively available at 7-Eleven.
Nice deep breath. Nice deep breath. Okay, I'm going to hand this to you so I can take your mouthpiece out.
They're putting the ice on the back of his leg, which leads me to believe that this is a pre-existing injury. He's moving his ankle around.
Okay, hey, so we got to start checking those. But hey, so we got to check those, okay? You're giving him too much space. When he's coming in, you're going away. Remember, meet him in the middle, okay? Because when we give him space, that's when he can kick us right there, okay? So let's box him, and let's put him on the ground a couple of times this round, okay? I want him down 2 times this round. Hey, nice deep breath. Hey, you good?
Right, let's go, mouthpiece.
Let's start back.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, let's take another look at that injury, or whatever it was. Now watch his left foot. He's moving around. Look at that. It's almost like it just gave out on him and stopped working right. It's so strange.
All right, gentlemen.
Like literally his leg gave out on him.
Right.
Let's go.
Well, there is some give to the octagon, right? There is a little bit of give to the floor in the octagon. Maybe the toe went into the mat, and that's why it turned. But, yeah, there is a little give there in the octagon, so maybe that's what it was.
What was curious, though, is how they immediately put ice on his left knee, which makes me think we're dealing with something that was pre-existing. And that maybe the twisting of the ankle was just because the knee was giving out. Who knows until we ask.
Nice single leg attack there by DJ. Great takedown defense by Henry. Henry's coach said they want him down twice this round. Don't give him so much space.
Well, Henry's now back to orthodox stance. And he ate a leg kick there.
Sehuddo has shot just once. We'll see how soon in this round he chooses to try to level change and get DJ down.
Henry landed a punch in that exchange. He looks quite a bit bigger.
Yes, he does look a lot bigger. in the back, right? You can see in the back how much bigger he is than Demetrius.
Wow, seemed to be in position. DJ not having it.
Yeah, he did a great job of reacting.
Henry with a big punch over the top. These are heavy shots by Sehudо, and they're coming in fast.
This Johnson title reign over 2,000 days dates to September of 2012.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
That's absolutely insane, man. 5-6 years of champ.
It's about the only record he doesn't have. Days as champion. Anderson Silva about 300 days ahead. Leg kicks on point for DJ.
You watch DJ fainting and getting reactions out of Henry Sehudо. He's got to be very careful with Team Sehudo not to overreact, because DJ's going to make the read and land a strike because of that reaction.
Interesting that Mike Beltran's not warning Henry to pull his hands back. He's got his fingers extended right in front of him. He definitely has the fingers up high, not facing towards him.
Nice body kick from Johnson.
Just so many different techniques coming at you when you fight Demetrius Johnson. And Sehudо is really doing a good job of countering and reacting and doing a lot of different techniques himself. But with DJ is constant on his feet. Oh, nice. Right hand by Henry.
Johnson too slick to be taken down thus far. Sehudо also said this week, you know, when I made my pro debut, this guy was already the reigning undisputed champion. So he's tried to close the gap. We are late in round 2. Pretty good sign for the challenger.
He certainly looks way better in this fight than he did in the first fight, alluding to what you were saying earlier about his ability to improve.
He didn't really even get in a striking stance back then. He credits Alan Byers for helping him make that change and just the overall composition of him as a mixed martial arts striker.
Beautiful trip.
Inside off trip, that was nice. Now see if he can secure it. Yep, and he's got him secured in the half guard now. Now he can try to wear on DJ a little bit.
And the problems that DJ's had on the ground in the past, the Ian McCall fight, the Tim Elliott fight, those are the moments that he's had trouble, were the moments where people got him down and he was on the bottom.
And he hasn't been able to just explode up right away. It's when you can take him down and secure him a little bit and weigh on him. Sehudо's trying to weigh on him with his size a little bit right now. And even if it doesn't look like he's getting much damage off on DJ, this is a win for Team Sehudо because they've got him down and they've gotten some top position.
Looks like this California crowd starting to get behind Henry Sehudо now under 30 seconds, round 2.
Good control by Sehudo.
You got DJ on a single leg now. This is okay for Henry Sehudo though. This is just wrestling. This isn't grappling. At this point, it's just wrestling. DJ on a single. Henry's more than willing to just sit here with his hips down low in his fall position.
And look at this, he's attacking the shoulders, which is legal with his knees.
We got to fight.
Yeah, we got to fight.
Relax and breathe. Okay. He's trying to counter your kick and throw right off of that. Okay. When you lower your elevation and go to throw, he ducks down every time. Okay. So when you fake it, if you step and come up with the knee, boom, right up the middle, it's going to be there. He's going to duck into it. He's doing it all the time. Okay. So also when you go, if you slip out an uppercut, it'll be there. But the knee's going to cover more distance because he's backing up when he's ducking. Okay. On the ground, you got to just move right away. You can't stay in the clinch.
And here we see DJ lands that right leg kick, and there's another leg kick. And here's a Sehudо takedown.
Shot a double leg, came up to a 50-50 inside out trip, head to the right side, and then right there, right away, pinch him down, secure DJ before DJ can create an action to get back to his feet.
And that's exactly how he took him down in the first fight.
Yes. Let's see if DJ makes the adjustment. After he did that the first time, DJ started kneeing him in the first fight. Let's see if he makes that adjustment again.
Round 3, Sehudо came out southpaw. Now back to the orthodox stance. Landed a sharp right to the body.
And that's because DJ's fighting with a little more pressure now. He's going a lot more forward into Sehudо.
Sehudo forced to retreat.
DJ switches stances so fluidly, too. I mean, you can't tell what the best stance is. He fights just as good southpaw as he does orthodox. And who can you say that about?
Most guys have a singular stance that they're more comfortable in. This guy doesn't. He can fight equally as impressive on both sides. Again, nice inside-out trip to the front head pinch. Sehudo's not going to try to bring him forward to his hands. DJ's doing a good job of just attacking one hand.
A nice knee on the break by Sehudо.
He's doing a nice job staying relaxed. That was his foremost priority coming in, getting his breaths when he can in clinch situations.
I think it's very smart by Demetrius Johnson to really set the pace a little bit higher, because for the 11 title defenses that he has, Henry Cejudo's only been scheduled for one 5-round fight. So you set that pace as high as you can and see if Henry can match the cardio of Demetrius Johnson. We've obviously never seen anyone do it to this point.
Especially when you consider that Henry most likely cut more weight than Demetrius did.
Last man to take a round from Demetrius Johnson, Tim Elliott, December of 2016. Perhaps Henry Cejudo did enough to get that second round from the judges tonight.
He's got to check those kicks. If you're Team Cejudo, you have to check kicks or DJ will continue to go there.
Oh, nice crack with the left hand for Johnson, who had his second shoulder surgery of his career earlier this year.
To your point earlier, Joe, you said Demetrius just switched his stance. He landed that beautiful outside leg kick on Cejudo, spun him, and switched stances, and is right in front of him. He didn't even go back to him. Used it to change position, and then just switch stances.
Yeah, he really doesn't rely on one single side, and that's pretty incredible and very rare.
2.5 minutes to go in round 3 of a possible 5. Dillashaw and Garbrandt to follow.
You hear Henry's coaches tell him, we need this round. We need round number 3.
Well, they got to think he probably won round 2. Or at least, I think he won it. I mean, it seemed like it. So we could very well be looking at 1-1 here.
Which is not normal when you're calling Demetrius Johnson fight.
But you know DJ usually gets stronger as the fight goes on. He had enough energy in the Ray Borg fight, he told us, to do that suplex into the arm lock in that 5th and final round. So, nice counterattack from Cejudo.
But you watch DJ and he's not even breathing heavy at all yet.
Ooh.
And he's taking more chances than he normally does. He's entering range, he's throwing combinations. He's giving them just as much as he's taking.
Giving out a little bit. He's reaching for it.
Certainly a productive round for the champion, but Cejudo did crack him.
Oh, look at this. Gets the clinch.
Oh, nice throw by.
Beautiful.
Nice throw by Cejudo. Oh,
look
good job by DJ.
Look at that. Oh, my God.
Nice roll by DJ. Nice Granby.
What do you do with that if you're Henry Cejudo? Under a minute to go round.
You keep going.
You keep going, but that's the difference, right? That's the difference. DJ didn't allow him to secure in that time. Before he could secure position, DJ was already moving to the next position.
See a cut to the right of the right eye now for Henry Cejudo. Seems to be bleeding pretty good.
Good kick to the body by Mighty Mouse and gets out of range.
He's landed quite a few of those big left body kicks.
He's landed 40 times to the legs, has worked the body well.
Hard knee to the body. And look at this.
And he's going right to that Granby. He's going right to that Granby the moment Cejudo takes him back.
So can Cejudo get wise to that, DC, and make the adjustment? What do you do?
It's very difficult because they have no shirt on. In wrestling, when a guy Granby's, you just kind of follow him through. It's hard to follow a guy like DJ through when you're not wearing a shirt.
Nice deep breath. I'm gonna put this over you. Hey, so listen to me while we're going. Hey, do we want to win this or not? Then we gotta pressure him with our hands. You gotta box him, okay? Every time you throw hands, he's going away. You need him to go to the cage. Box him, 3-4 punches. Throw an uppercut in there. The uppercuts are there. Let's start faking the shots, come up hands.
Let's mix it up. Michael Jackson's there, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You're doing fine.
Yeah.
If you want to try to take him down, you can. And whenever there's a scramble, you got to strike off the scramble, okay? Your counters, his takedown good, but follow up. When he comes up, follow up right away.
The unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this copyrighted work is illegal and punishable under law. UFC 227, Dillashaw versus Garbrandt 2. This is the flyweight championship. Demetrius Johnson and Henry Sehudо, who has now arrived at a 4th round for the first time in his 15-fight mixed martial arts career.
His coaches are telling him that he needs to pressure him with the boxing. He said you have got to get Demetrius against the side of the octagon. When you punch, he backs up. You have to forward pressure with punches.
That left leg of Henry's is getting tender. You're seeing him react more and more to the leg kicks of Mighty Mouse. That one kind of slapped.
But I mean, this is a testament to DJ and the adjustments he can make on the fly, right? He's been in there with Henry Sehudо and making adjustments.
Big counter right from DJ. Clips Sehudo right under the chin and looked to cause a cut under the chin. DJ starting to flow now, early round 4.
DC, if you were in Cejudo's corner, what kind of advice would you be giving him?
Get to the clinch, try to wrestle. Just try to wrestle more. You've shown an ability to get takedowns. You just haven't been able to hold it.
Oh, right, nice right hand there.
Oh, good knee.
Nice knee to the body.
Oh, nice right hand by DJ. Woo! These boys are getting after it. These boys are getting after it.
That exchange provided some of the more significant strikes landed on either side. Sehudо unofficially 2 for 9 on his takedown attempts. I'd probably give him 3.
That's wrong. Yeah. He secured more takedowns than that. I'm a wrestling coach. I know what a takedown is. He's gotten about 4 of them. Even on those rolls, those are takedowns, just not securing the position, but those are wrestling takedowns, yes. So wrong.
Shout out to Gilroy High School. Just over 3 minutes now in this first of potentially 2 championship rounds.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice
lead left, yes.
And then immediately go southpaw.
I mean, Demetrius is just changing up, mixing it up, mixing the target, mixing the attacks. He's doing everything different now because Henry was starting to gain a beat on him a little bit.
That lead leg of Sehudo is beat up every which way. DJ with barely a scratch on him here midway through round 4.
Henry Sehudo has gotten a ton better. Oh, big body kick. Oh, he called him on the fight. Most times when a guy says, let's go, something really did take an effect on him.
Sehudo has held up to the body work of Johnson a lot better this time around. I guess that goes without saying, but has added muscle.
I mean, did you see that? Did you see that?
Beautiful.
Did you see the change in the position there? He hit the shot, changed the angle with the head. I mean, that is high-level wrestling there by Henry Sehudo. He actually hit the attack, moved DJ's head over to the opposite side so that he can find his angle to finish, and he secured the position. Again, this is what you have to go. If you're Sehudo, when you're fighting Demetrius Johnson, you got to find a way to secure it.
Now, if you're Sehudo, you want to hold this position and do as much damage as you can. If you're thinking about the round, 1 minute and 40 to go. If he can dominate for 1 minute and 40 on the ground, that makes a very good argument that he's winning this round.
Yeah, but here's the problem. He can't try to do too much damage because the moment he gives too much space, DJ's out.
Right.
DJ is too good to try to posture and try to land big damage. You have to control here if you're Henry Sehudo.
Right.
You have to make him wrestle with you, get the damage off where you can, but make sure you keep the position.
DJ's trying to land knees from the bottom.
But if you're Henry Sehudo, you have to finish this round on top. DJ, it is imperative that he gets back to his feet and not finish this round on the bottom.
Sehudо, not much of a submission threat. It's just about control. Under a minute, we'll see if Sehudо can keep the champion flattened out.
There's a lot of blood coming. It looks like it's coming from Henry Sehudо. He's trying to pass over that leg.
He was trying to go to full guard. He's trying to go to full guard because he probably feels he can hold DJ better in there. But look at DJ trying to find his feet to the hips.
Henry's bleeding quite a bit. We're having a hard time finding out where it's coming from, but it's coming from somewhere in his face.
Could very well be that cut under his chin.
Good top pressure here by Henry Sehudo. Excellent control. And he's going to ride out this round on top, landing shots, which easily could give him this round.
But DJ was winning this round to that point. But 2 minutes of top control to end the round is big for Sehudo, and now he's landing punches.
DJ most certainly was winning, but wouldn't you say that this is a more dominant aspect of the fight? Because DJ wasn't doing almost anything on the feet, or excuse me, on the ground, whereas Sehudo was still offering actual danger standing up.
Yes. It's a close fight.
And breathe.
Very close.
Just got to give it everything this round. Can't let him lay on you. Okay? He's just going to keep pushing forward heavy. Okay? He's going to hold on and keep pushing forward heavy. So you got to get into the body. You got to move both sides. Move. Okay? Slide out to the side. And you got to keep moving. You can't stop moving. Okay?
Guy out. Let's throw.
Let's go, Henry. We don't get tired. We get hungry. Let's burn the castle. Let's burn the shit. Let's take the fucking castle now. Fucking stick his ass. Take him down. Let's hurt this guy. If he gets back up, let's fucking knock his ass out. Let's do it, Henry.
We got fucking.
Let's go.
Press him.
It could be 2-2, Henry.
Some impassioned corners there. We have arrived at the 5th and final round, and could very well be 2-2 as Henry Sehudo tries to change the course of sports history.
Very well could be 2-2 here.
It boils down to round 2. How do you score round 2? If you give Henry round 4, which a lot of people could, it all depends on how you score round 2. But Demetrius Johnson does have a claim to each of these rounds also. But Henry Sehudo has made the adjustments, as we said, prior to the fight, and he's got himself in a competitive fight with potentially the greatest fighter of all time.
Really competitive fight.
Yes. And Coach Hume was very aware. He said, you got to give it all this round, DJ. Don't let him take you down and lay on top of you. He's going to forward pressure you and try to take you down.
And it all comes down to this one round.
Sehudo trying to find a window to shoot.
There's that leg kick again.
And that's the story of the fight. Even the rounds that Henry may have won, it's DJ starting the round, touching him, kicking him, and then Sehudo going to get takedowns. And when he gets him and he can secure him, he has a claim to the round.
Pedestrian first minute plus of this 5th and final round.
But if you're Sehudo, this is okay because you're not falling behind a ton on points right now. Right? It's not much action in the beginning of the 5th, and if you can go get a takedown, have that big moment, you may win this fight.
And there's always the threat of Sehudo getting that takedown, especially now that he's done it several times now.
And his cardio's holding up really well. Sehudo looks good, DJ looks good, the cardio's holding up really well in this fight.
Oh, big
Good
kick.
body kick by DJ.
Just over 3 minutes here to decide this UFC Flyweight Championship. Looked like maybe a clash of heads. And Sehudo connected on the way up.
DJ's very aware of the takedown now, so as he enters, he's changing levels because he knows that he cannot get taken down again.
They're telling me it was a shoulder that hit DJ's head. Sehudo feints, Johnson bites.
You hear the urgency of the Sehudo corner picking up now.
We're past the halfway point.
They want and need that takedown.
Oh, beautiful counter left from Johnson. The tension in this Staples Center is palpable.
Now Cejudo's got to be thinking Johnson's outscoring. He's clearly outscoring with strikes.
2.5 minutes now. This fight is on the table. Who wants it?
Oh.
Cejudo working off the back of Johnson. Can he get him down?
Right here, Cejudo has to be aware though. Demetrius Johnson has Granby rolled every time they've gotten to this position. He has to understand DJ's going to roll here when he tries to return him to the mat. DJ's doing a fantastic job of isolating the hands on the hip. He's got to put his left hip out in front so that he can break this lock.
Wow. Cejudo tried. Johnson able to remain upright.
Wow, look at this. And Mighty Mouse turns it around on him.
I was getting away from DJ. This is where Henry scored takedowns and inside-out trips.
Now you, inside trick, inside.
There it is. Same position.
Wow.
Same move. He scored these inside-out trips. You got to just watch DJ here, though. DJ back to his feet. 1 minute left in this fight.
Big for Johnson to be back.
Good left hand by Cejudo.
That one got Johnson's attention.
Somebody's going to have to press here. This fight seems to be on the table.
Under a minute now to go.
My man Joe Rogan is out of his seat right now. He's leaning forward. This fight seems to be on the table right now with a minute left in the fight. What's going to be the thing that stands out to the judges? Who's going to leave the lasting impression?
Head kick from Johnson, partially blocked by Cejudo.
Right here, you got to empty the gas tank, John. You got to just go forward and let everything fly. You got 30 seconds left in this fight.
Cejudo trying to become just the second UFC flyweight champion.
Again with the trip, but it doesn't get.
Knee to the body lands for Cejudo. Another one for good measure. And a left hand behind the ear. DJ returns.
Oh, man.
What a fight.
What a fight.
What a fight.
Demetrius Johnson.
Joe
What a fight.
What a fight.
What a fight.
I almost cussed. Joe. I just about cussed a second ago. What a fight.
So Demetrius Johnson and Henry Cejudo go the 25-minute distance. Has Henry Cejudo done enough to wrest the belt away from the long-standing flyweight king Demetrius Johnson? The Cejudo corner believes they have done enough. Same can be said for Johnson's corner.
I mean, what a fight. Early in the fight, you see Cejudo roll the ankle. It looked like the fight was over before it even started. Then the big left hand by DJ. Just going like every other Demetrius Johnson fight. But at a point, Henry Cejudo started to change the narrative. DJ with the body shot. Outside leg kick by Demetrius. Inside leg kick by Demetrius. Then the takedown started. Inside out trip by Cejudo. Drop the head off to the left. Get some top control. Right here again. Throw by. Takedown by Cejudo. Granby roll from DJ. Beautiful technique by Demetrius Johnson and Henry Cejudo. As we move forward into the fight again, double leg change, switch the angle, attack the high crotch, run the pipe, takes DJ down. This time he secures top position and holds him. Last round, from the clinch, inside out trip, but Demetrius Johnson is a champion. He's not gonna sit there and get beat. Gets back to his feet, and this is how the fight ended. Both guys just laying it all on the line. Henry throwing, DJ throwing, two fantastic champions. Amazing fight. Great job, gentlemen. Thank you for a fantastic show.
And I'm glad you're here to offer your valuable wrestling insight as an Olympian and two-division UFC champion. Well, if that's not the greatest UFC flyweight championship fight in this division's history, it is certainly on the short list. Cejudo seemingly giving Johnson all he could handle here tonight in trying to do the improbable. Cejudo said he saw 2008 and that opportunity all over again. An opportunity to shock the world and turn this flyweight division and the mixed martial arts landscape on its axis. Cejudo made his adjustments for sure. And I think big picture, regardless of these scorecards, This rivalry is not done yet. The official decision brought to you by Metro PCS. Get knockout coverage of the UFC on a network that covers 99% of people in the U.S. With that official decision, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Ron McCarthy scores the contest, 48-47, Sehudо. Marcos Rosales scores it, 48-47, Johnson. As Sal Diablo scores the contest, 48-47 for the winner. And new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Henry the Messenger Sehudо.
Your belt's upside down, brother. Let's turn that up right. Henry Sehudо, you just shocked the world.
I most definitely did. I want to say thank you to California. I was born in the ghetto streets of South Central LA in a 2-bedroom apartment, literally 10 minutes away from here, Joe. And I will be here, beat probably the greatest of all time from being knocked out in the first round. And I couldn't do it without my team, my support system. Captain Eric Alvarez, who's been with me since 2004. My training partner, Bruno Budoguinho. My agent, Ali. Alan, my coach. Santino, everything putting this thing together. And I want to thank my mentor, Dave Zolan, man. Without you, actually, this bout isn't even mine, Joe. This bout is for Dave Zolan, my mentor, who I love very much. This is for you, Dave. Thank you for believing in me.
Henry, I want to take this back. Henry, I want to take this back to the first round. Something crazy happened to your ankle in the first round. What was that? It seemed like your leg, you can take a look at the big screen and you can see it. Your leg gave out. There was something wrong with your ankle right away. What was that?
It was a little calf crusher that Demetrius hit me with. It hurt. I tried to step on it again. I couldn't find my balance. And
so it was a nerve thing?
I think so. It was muscle.
So you recover from that. You go into the second round. You manage to take him down. What were you thinking then? Was that now going to be your strategy?
Absolutely no. I think it was all along. I've always told when I had my interview, with Daniel Cormier, I said, "How are you going to win this fight?" And I said, "Composure." I says, I had the time, I had the techniques, the tactics. It was pretty much just a composure thing.
Headed into the final round, it looked to be 2-2 to us. Did you think that?
I thought so. But again, man, Demetrius, he's fast, man. He may not hit the hardest, but he is one fast dude. I just had to hold my composure, and I came out victorious, Joe.
Well, this was unquestionably the greatest flyweight championship bout in the history of the sport. Congratulations on an unbelievable, spectacular victory. You are now the UFC flyweight champion of the world.
Thank you so much, Joe. I don't know where Dana White is. Dana White.
He's probably sitting down. Everybody needs to sit down right now. Everybody's blown away by your performance here.
Again, Joe, from being knocked out, I didn't even last the whole full round day. But I'm sorry, Joe. 2 years later, I come in and defeat the man, the myth, the legend, Demetrius Johnson. But wherever Dana White is, I felt disrespected this whole time. And America is all about winners, Joe. And the winner of this next bout, Joe, I want to fight that guy. I want to fight the winner at 135 pounds. I deserve it. Olympic champion, now UFC champion. Now give me the best at 135 pounds. Demetrius Johnson didn't go up. They don't have to come down. I'm going up. I want that belt too.
The new champ, ladies and gentlemen, Henry Sehudo. All right, I'm here with Mighty Mouse, ladies and gentlemen. Give us your thoughts on the fight.
It was a great fight. Henry Sehudo was tough. Had a great game plan. I was really trying to bang out his legs. I could see he was staying across, letting me cross distance, and I just kept kicking the legs. And he's a big dude. Each time he got on top of me, he would hold, and congrats to Henry.
When you were going into the fifth round, excuse me, did you feel like it was even?
Yeah, I thought it was even. You know, I felt like when he took me down, there was nothing really significant that he was doing. He was just passing my guard. But he's a big dude, and I could feel each time we would clash, I would hit him, and then he would get like 4 shots off. Nothing really landed clean to like rock me, but he's a champ now.
Was there anything surprising about this fight to you?
No. I knew Henry Cejudo was going to be tough. I knew he was going to be an A game. He's just a big dude and strong.
What happens now?
I'll go back home. My beautiful wife's at home. She's going to we're going to have our 3rd child, and recover and see what's next.
Well, congratulations on your 3rd child. Can't wait to see you again, sir. Mighty